Hello there everyone, your fluffy armchair Admiral Latur is back with some more hot ship action. In today's episode, something special. Alpha 4 is out. So in this episode we will focus mostly on patch notes. I will read them out for you. We will obviously watch some battle that I'm playing while reading out the patch notes, so you won't be bored with that screen and just my voice, which might be a bit terrible. So to give you something to focus your eyes on, I will obviously start some sort of a custom battle, and we will carry on at least until I finish with the patch notes, or until the battle is over, depending on what will end first and how much time it will actually take. But before we begin reading out patch notes, I would like to announce that the next upcoming episode of Lots of Guns, which is I think episode 23, that is supposed to air on Monday, is still going to air as usual. The episode is actually ready, and it was ready before patch went live. So what you will see is episode recorded in Alpha 3, and that's gonna come out on Monday. However, today, as a special episode, because Alpha 4 is out, we are going to play Alpha 4. Right, so let me just switch to game window. As you can see, that's our heavy cruiser that I prepared for today's battle. It looks kind of familiar, isn't it? Right. I won't be giving him any sort of name. You can decide on your own. I decided to name it Jerry, just for sheer fun. And well, without any further ado, let's begin the battle, and let's get into our some missing equipment. Right, let's close the logs. As you can see, that's going to be the battle lineup. So 3 heavy cruisers for both sides, 2 light cruisers for both sides, and 3 destroyers for both sides. And I will just... oh, that is loud. Right, I gave commands of my entire fleet to AI, and we can now carry on with the patch notes as the battle goes on. Right, just focus my view on one of the heavy cruisers, and let's begin reading out the patch notes. So let's start from special new features. 2 new 3D base models, ships, the legendary battleship Bismarck and the mighty battlecruiser HMS Hood. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you are looking at this very moment is a smaller version of one of the brand new hulls, which is hull belonging to Bismarck. There is also a hull that will belong to HMS Hood, which I also featured on my channel previously. So expect that we will come back to this project sometime soon in nearby episodes, so we can take some look back at what I managed to achieve before I had actual parts for HMS Hood, and what I can achieve while I have proper parts that are designed for for HMS Hood. Right. What's next? Improved damage decals. So we managed to score some hits on the enemy, so let's jump on it. So let's see if there are any decals on this ship. Yes, there are. As you can see, we scored some hits right last gun, which is gun number 5, gun number 6 in fact. Oh, there is another hit. Yeah, we managed to score another hit onto one of secondaries. As you can see, it looks better than it used to be in previous patch. It looked really good in previous patch, but in this one it is enhanced. As you can see, some more hits have been scored, mostly non-penetrating hits. And one of them left dental. It's turret number 3. So it looks way better than it used to be, even though it wasn't bad before. Right. What else? New secondary barbets. Yeah, that can be seen while we are designing ship. I can confirm that there are new barbets. There are new places where we can stick those barbets in. So it's much better than it used to be. Very often limited or not available. So hopefully in this patch we will have much more freedom in terms of using barbets. Right. Another new features that came in with this patch is new Naval Academy missions. There is 6 new missions that we need to complete, which is right about time. At this very moment when I'm recording this video, those are the only 6 missions that I need to complete, because the upcoming video that is going to go live on Monday is actually featuring me going through the last academy mission that I was supposed to finish before ALPHA4 goes live. And well, I technically succeeded. I didn't manage to actually publish the video before ALPHA4 is out, so you will see the video on Monday. Right, so the list of new missions. German Pride. Design a powerful German battleship and attack in a similar way as it happened in the historical battle of the Denmark Straits. So we can expect another battle in something that looks like Bismarck, or actual Bismarck, whose players will most likely attempt to design a ship that is more or less a Bismarck. And British HMS Hood, which most likely won't look like HMS Hood unless we are super lucky and design that ship to look exactly like HMS Hood. Right, another new mission is Prove Your Might. Your British battlecruiser must defend a valuable convoy against a German battleship and a cruiser. Can your ship do better than HMS Hood? So again, it's pretty much opposite to what the first mission was. So first mission, we are designing German battleship, and we get to attack British battlecruiser, while on the second mission we design pretty much HMS Hood and attack German fleets, German battleship. Another mission is modern battleship versus destroyers. your battleship must survive the attack of multiple destroyers. To be fair, it is a good mission to train torpedo beats. It is a good mission to practice avoiding torpedo attacks from multiple destroyers. I haven't played all yet, so pretty much the battle that you are seeing, or that you are looking at this very moment, is the first battle that I'm playing since ALPHA4 live. So yeah, I haven't tested neither of these missions. However, Modern Battleship versus Destroyers seems to be interesting mission to try one day. It might actually be quite exciting. The fourth mission that comes live is the US Super Battleship, a group of large dreadnoughts that have been modernized by the Japanese Navy is sailing back for refueling. You have the opportunity to attack and sink them with your much more powerful super battleship before strong reinforcements arrive. So it's pretty much a mission that might be a copy of previously released mission in like ALPHA4, I believe, where we had to chase like 2 battleships. So I believe this will be kind of a similar mission to that. It might not exactly be the same, but yeah, probably that's just like a modern version of battleship that we have to use to go to like a chase mission. Fifth mission is design your own H class. So again, we are building like a 1940 version of Bismarck, which will be bigger, probably slower, heavier, and it will have to take some like crazy missions on its back. So let's see. Create the continuation of the legendary Bismarck class and defeat a US fleet. So yeah, it's probably like a H class versus like Iowa or Montana or something like that. And final mission that has been released with this patch is Hurry Up. A German raiding squadron is approaching your lightly protected military convoy while you are far away. Build the naval force that will be capable to travel fast and repel the enemy. So that sounds like an interesting mission. Probably it will like consist of multiple light cruisers, I believe. Eventually some heavy cruisers, lots of destroyers. This type of mission, I believe, we'll see. Yeah, expectations are high in terms of Hurry Up mission. I really look forward to play that one. Right, when it comes to our battle, as you can see, AI just lost one of our destroyers. Sadly, yeah, ammunition reserves were detonated by one of, I believe, heavy cruisers. That's surprisingly, enemy managed to design heavy cruisers that are actually equipped with 8-inch guns, which is pretty much the same caliber that mine guns. Right, anyway, let's get back to patch notes, shall we? Right, there are some old missions that went through some improvements based on players' feedback, of course. So, mission Heavy Duty, which is the mission that you will see on Monday, has now objective to only kill the super battleship. Previously, it could be also won if all cruisers were sunk, ending the battle prematurely. Don't worry, I didn't went for this kind of ending, so and I can guarantee you guys that I took down the battleship in the playthrough that you will see on Monday. Right, another mission, Search and Destroy, has been improved. You need to destroy the 2 battleships before strong enemy reinforcements arrive and make your task harder. So again, based on feedback which was passed a long time ago, in fact I think it was passed before Alpha 3, that this mission is kind of boring, and it's like half of the mission was chasing the enemy, the other half was just shooting the enemy that basically didn't fall back because enemy was on constant run and nothing has happened. You could take your time, and there was no further obstacles. So it sounds really good that developers took the feedback, and they are trying to make this mission much more entertaining. Another mission, Torpedo Basics, has more available money so that more torpedo boats can be built. The mission could become very hard against a much more powerful battleship due to new settings. Right. I can't remember what was that mission. I think it was like 3 destroyers versus old pre-dreadnought or dreadnought. It wasn't the easiest mission because obviously your destroyers were one-shot kill, and you had to go very close to that battleship because your torpedoes were so awful. If I remember correctly, that mission. So yeah, having a bit more money might be useful. That means probably 1 more destroyer on our side. Right, and new hulls have been added to missions. Rise of the Heavy Cruiser, just when I need it. The Modern Battleship, yeah, cool. And Sink the Cruiser Killer. And Heavy Duty. So basically those missions were updated with new heavy cruiser, battle cruiser hulls, battleship hulls. So pretty much the hull that you are seeing right now, let's see, our heavy cruiser can be actually built in heavy duty, the cruiser killer, the modern battleship, and rise of the heavy cruiser. Because yeah, I think you could build heavy cruisers in all of those missions, and right now this hull and those modules should be present in those missions. Right. Another section that we need to cover is visual and ships. Several new gun models added. Please note that the rescales and improvement of guns, as well as the general improvements of ship designer, could make your safe designs non-functional. That means that probably if I would start one of the missions that I recently finished, my heavy cruiser Abomination might have some issues that I need to resolve before starting the battle. Not that those safe designs never had any flaws, a bunch of them, so I'm not too worried about it. Various hull fixes for better looking ship designs at all technology eras. Well, sounds interesting. I'm not sure what is that all about. I never thought that designs look absolutely awful. They looked appropriate for the era in most cases, apart from the fact that we had only a handful of modules and hulls, so more is better, I guess. 3 more super battleship based on Bismarck and Iowa hulls. You can find those ships in new Naval Academy missions and in custom battles after year 1929. More hull variants of late technology, mostly based on the new 3D models. 6 battleship hulls, for Britain, Russia, Japan, Austro-Hungary and China, 2 battle cruisers, Germany and Russia, 3 heavy cruisers, Germany, Austro-Hungary and USA. These ships are also distributed to the other nations so that custom battles after year 1927 include more late technology ships for all countries. So when you will start designing your Austro-Hungarian fleet after 1939, you will now have some battleship rules, even though Austro-Hungary never existed at that time. Right. Another section that we need to cover is controls, and that is something new. That is very, very interesting and nice change, in fact. So you can now set specific targets for main guns, secondary guns and torpedoes as follows. All weapons, right click. So if I would, let's say, let me just take control of AI. Let me just detach this one heavy cruiser to show you. So Blue Hair is now, let me just give AI control to any other guys. So Blue Hair is now on my control. So let's say I want to attack Rurik. I can just right click on it and all weaponry is actually aiming at Rurik. However, there is also another section. I can order just torpedoes to attack, let's say, Azia. So in order to do so, I need to press Shift and right click. And now, as you can see, there are 2 lines coming from my ship. One is aiming at Azia, which I'm planning to attack with torpedoes. However, my main and secondary armament is still zeroed at Rurik, which is very, very interesting. Another function is aiming secondary guns. In order to do so, I have to press Alt and right click on target. So I can order Blue Hair to attack Rurik with main guns, and I want Azia to be attacked by torpedoes and secondary guns. So right now you should see, yeah, secondary guns started to fire at Azia. Main guns are still zeroed at Rurik. There we go. And torpedoes, as soon as they will become ready, will probably be fired at Azia. So that is interesting. And finally, if I would like to aim only main guns, for example, if I would like to start aiming at Świętaya Natalia, I have to press Shift, Alt and right click, and I can just re-aim the main guns without touching secondaries and torpedoes, as I just did. Right. So, due to new targeting changes, your selected ship will no longer follow the target when right-clicking on it. Right, the targeting system should work more effectively in general. We'll see about that. Obviously, I can't give any guarantees for the developers. Right, let me jump off from reading patch notes for a second. There is an important announcement. I just lost all my destroyers, or actually AI lost all my destroyers, because I'm not basically touching anything apart from Blue Hair for the, like for that presentation purposes. I have no intention to actually do any more of these type presentations. Right. Also, another change to controls is that weapon fire mode ammo control is now working per division, not per ship. If I would select division 2 CA, I could basically change fire mode of my primary, secondary guns, torpedo fire mode. So they've added some more cool stuff. Blue Hair is about to get hit by that torpedo, I believe, unless he is fast enough to avoid it. I reckon it won't, unless, yeah, he's trying to avoid that torpedo, but he's doing it absolutely terribly. Okay, he might in fact do it. However, with damaged engine, it's not going to be an easy task. He might actually cut. No. Okay, that torpedo missed. Right, let's get back to patch notes, shall we? Right, another section of improvements is battle interface. Improved damage floats up info, showing more clearly the damage inflicted on ships and fixing issues that caused game performance drop. As you can see, those pop-ups with damage, which are showing whenever there is a hit that actually deals some damage, are popping up right above the ship that got hit. It looks much clearer, yeah, that's for sure. Well, it looks much clearer. The damage pop-up itself is, in my opinion, a little bit blurry, if you ask me. Maybe that's because of that dark background. I really don't like the idea of that dark background, but I like the idea of those pop-ups showing up right above the ship that got hit. It makes things much clearer in that regard. Right, Blue Hair is about to avoid another torpedo, or yeah, it's either avoid or take it. Anyway, let's carry on. In terms of battle interface, that was the only change that is listed. Another section is balances and inconsistency fixes. Right, so first fix is to damage and penetration of guns is balanced according to feedback of players. Capital ships should be more durable. Secondary guns will still be useful but not overpowered. I actually have no idea when any secondary guns were overpowered against battleships. Surely you could deal damage from smaller caliber guns, because obviously you need to have a way to deal some sort of damage. If enemy had like way too heavy armor, then all you can do is to run. So in my opinion it worked perfectly fine, apart from the accuracy, which was absolutely hideous on every single ship that had 8-inch and below. And from what I've seen, and from what I can see in this battle, 8-inch guns are still not the best at hitting targets, considering that I've scored just a handful of hits in like nearly half an hour already. Speaking of time, I will turn on time compression like ×3 at least, because yeah, I'm getting close to the end of patch notes, and the battle is still going on strong. Right, let me just have a look at Jerry, and yeah, let's carry on. Right, Pepper seems to be in heavy trouble. There's much more action coming. Okay, ×2. Better. Okay, right. Let's carry on. Improvement in accuracy mechanics. Big guns will not have so much accuracy difference with small guns. Aiming will be more dynamic, so that one person or steady course will affect but I will do some small tests in some free time to see how much accuracy is affected by maneuvering and steady cars. For now, from what I can see, AI is trying to hold steady cars as much as so that's eventually some sort of accuracy achieved from right. There seems to be doing some sort of drafting. That's right. AI design of battlefields will prefer to use hardware and not any connected ships. That is quite interesting. Yeah, sometimes AI did design really those ships were absolutely useless protection when it comes to some sort of armor or things like that. So that was basically non-existent on any of those ships. I'm not sure why Blue Hair attacked so aggressively into it. But I'm hoping that this torpedo hunter decide, oh crap, he's gonna take a torpedo. Yeah, torpedo. That is running speed. Oh, he just got rammed. Wow, that is something new. It's actually the first time it happens. Anyway, let's carry on with the patch notes. AI design of destroyers will be more effective and will focus more on speed and maneuverability. Additionally, the minimum speed of destroyers is 26 knots. Well, you basically can't design a destroyer that is going as low as like 25 knots. You have to put like at least 26 knots speed. Oh dear, Blue Hair got himself into serious trouble. However, we finally managed to sink a first destroyer. Even though it cost us 3 of our destroyers and pretty much heavy cruiser that is going down really fast. Anyway, wow, look at those damage stats. They are absolutely terrible. Oh, yeah, Blue Hair is going down. She is not going to survive this. Is she going to survive anything? Apart from the fact that Jerry is basically doing similar style, like silly rush. Jerry just launched torpedoes at something, but I don't see those torpedoes anywhere in the water. So I'm afraid Jerry might have failed its launch. Right now it's doing like a crazy YOLO rush. Heavy cruisers. Yeah, that looks really comical. Fun. Right. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's not focus too much on this weird situation, though it's disturbing. I would never steal my AI. Right. Fixed issue of not updating torpedo stats according to text it's used. Now torpedoes should be more properly effective depending on their technology level. Fixed issue of accuracy that could make AI not to fire versus small torpedo boats or destroyers at a range that they should. I'm not sure if that addresses the whole no fire issue or that no fire bug where ships sometimes when they were low on ammo especially and they decided to hold fire and they kept it for so long that you could do anything to that ship because it just refused to open fire at you even if you passed right next to it. And they tend to wake up after a while. So hopefully this bug is being addressed in this patch or with this point. Right. Jerry managed to sink one of the destroyers and now seems to be taking care of enemy light cruiser. Yeah, that is a good hit. So it looks like Jerry did a good rush with help of Brookshan. However, right now Jerry is showing flat out the roadside to enemy. So yeah, I don't think she's gonna survive any longer. Probably some more torpedoes. And what else? Minor rebalance of reload penalty bonus according to shell type. Light shells should be quite more effective in short range. Heavier shells reload slightly slower. So it's exactly what we have. We got heavy shells, so our guns is suffering 20% rate of fire negative bonus. And muzzle velocity is 10% lower because of the weight of that shell. In exchange, obviously, our ship will deal much higher damage. So it is a good thing for not long-range encounters, but yeah, for a medium-range encounters, it is good to have those heavier shells. Right, we are still finishing off enemy light cruiser. Comet seems to be untouched. Oh, Jerry just fired a torpedo at light cruiser. Not that it is going to make a huge difference. Enemy Shvataya Natalia is getting too close to Jerry, and yeah, she is hitting me very hard. Probably I will take some torpedo hits very soon. Right. Anyway, last two changes in this category is minor rebalance of Lyddite shells so that they continue to be effective after the new damage. I'm not sure how these ships will affect the battle. I'm not controlling my ships during this battle. I'm just reading out. So yeah, you can see that the battle turns out to be a massive disaster. comment on effectiveness of its propellants. What I'm using right now is TNT, and it seems to secondary guns confirmed they are effective with battle weapons. They are in fact much more effective than main guns. So there are some balance changes definitely done. We will see in the long run how those changes will affect later. Right, final change, powder shells gain a further slight bonus in penetration and reload. I can confirm that the penetration of tube powder went up from, I think it was 8%, and now it's 10.5% penetration. So it's a massive boost in penetration, especially for 8-inch guns. They will in fact have penetration like properly. If you use like heavy shells and tube powder, some damage to armored ships. Right. Another category is bug fixes. Several issues of buggy gun rotations have been addressed. I didn't notice much gun rotation bugs, so I can't comment on that really. However, if they were fixed, then I'm super happy to hear about it. Fixed issue of interrupting smokescreen emission for ships becoming detached. So yeah, another issue with those divisions. I never noticed that, mostly because as you probably know my channel, if you are one of the returning viewers, I usually detach my ships from divisions because using them is in fact very uncomfortable in battle, unless you give control to the AI. But as you can see on this example, AI is actually absolutely terrible in leading my fleet, and I'm on the verge of, well, my fleet is on the verge of being destroyed completely. So I might do some crazy rush using Condor and Brems to just finish this mission faster. Yeah, I will in fact do that. I will order my light cruisers to just do a crazy and wasteful rush to enemy positions. I've ordered Comet to just like return towards light cruisers, and hopefully I can at least save my face by sinking one of those heavy cruisers. So I switch target to Świata and Natalia, and hopefully I can at least sink her. Right. Another bug fix. Fixed various reported problems that caused gun overlapping with towers. So in most cases you could actually place a gun turret in a position that, yes, could lead to overlapping with different superstructure elements. So if it's now fixed, then the collision system should work as intended, and eventually it should lead to improvement in those basically aesthetics, I would say. And final bug fix is other minor bug fixes reported by players. So yeah, it's not exactly a clear explanation what has been fixed, but I believe that list would be way too long to just post it. So yeah, if some bugs were spotted during my videos and they are gone, yeah, they were probably on the list. I guess that's the best explanation to give. Right, and finally, last section of patch notes is other. So there were some performance optimization. So far, I didn't notice much of a change, but it's not that the game runs slower or the game runs faster. For me, basically, there's not much of a change. If there is any, then I just don't feel it. And finally, AI in custom battles will never retreat. It is a temporary fix, and later we will add this as an option. I have to admit, I love it that AI is not running away. Normally, Świata Natalia would already disengage even though enemy is in a huge advantage, as you can see. And basically Świata Natalia would already be like 20-30 kilometers away from rest of the fight, which would make it very, very ridiculous. Obviously some sort of maneuvering from enemy, yes, it is highly appreciated, but I definitely don't appreciate the fact that enemy was like constantly running away and never actually let the battle to commence fully, unless I had a ship that was faster than enemy and I could catch up with it. So yeah, that concludes our patch notes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, obviously subscribe to the channel, that will definitely help it grow. And after you subscribe, you can use that notification bell button, that will help you get information about any of my new content that shows up on YouTube. Whether it is a new video or if it's one of my posts, if it's anything else that I do on YouTube. Before I will disconnect, I believe I will finish off this crazy rush using Comet and my remaining light cruisers. Okay, I managed to sink enemy heavy cruiser finally. What do I have? Azia will be my next target. I will try. Oh yeah, Condor just took a bad hit. Rurik will most likely avoid those torpedoes. Okay, one of my light cruiser is dead. I can use smoke screen and turn the other direction. Rurik will definitely avoid those torpedoes. Yeah, easy peasy for him, as I would say. There's not much of a chance for me to actually get rid of it. So unless comets will magically kill all these guys, then I don't see a chance to win this battle. How does it look? Right. Brems just launched a torpedo, but Rurik will most likely avoid those. Yeah, there's almost no chance that Brems will survive that. Azia is in bad shape, but yeah, I just don't see it. Right. What do we have? Wow, these are very, very fast. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to avoid those. Okay, I managed to do so. Yeah, Don, you have to die. Sorry, mate. Right, yeah, just as I expected, Rurik managed to avoid those torpedoes. Brahms, if you can... Whoa, torpedoes in the water. Azia might in fact take those. They are way too close for her to avoid this. So it might be one-on-one very soon. Yeah, Azia will probably sink after that. Whoa, Comet is taking torpedo hits from Dawn. Because, yeah, whoa, Azia is sinking. Dawn will soon follow. So I might in fact pull out this battle at the very end. Right. I'm not sure how am I supposed to sink Rurik, but I will do my best. Yeah, Brems will definitely sink. Rurik has damaged engine, which is helping me a bit, because Comet will have damaged engine too. Yeah, so it's one-on-one. It's all about... I'm not sure if I can call it skill. It will be more about luck, I believe. So let's quickly watch that final bit of the battle, so we can finish off this video. Did I manage to actually pull off this battle eventually? Rurik has all 3 engines damaged. We do take a lot of damage ourselves. We don't have any more torpedoes. Comet is taking a lot of damage. We caused flooding, and Rurik is at the verge of sinking. Another flooding hit might actually sink. Can we make it? Are we lucky? Or are we not? Doesn't seem that we are lucky enough. Rurik is pumping out water. Okay, we caused flooding and ammo detonation. She is going down and Rurik sunk. We won. Wow. That is a massive success. Right. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want about my new uploads, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Latur out.